All right, so we got through the getting started, and we have, at the very least, installed the Font Awesome icon library on our page, and we use the easiest method possible. And it says here, we pasted the code in step one, we patted ourselves back according to step two, and now let's actually check out some examples to actually implement something. So if you look through the examples, you'll see that it is incredibly easy to use this thing. I mean, honestly, all we do is create an I element. We create the I element in whatever, we give it the class of whatever icon that we want. We could flip it horizontal, all this business. And even look at this, we have inline code. Look at this, we could change the size of it by simply adding classes to it. There's just so much cool stuff. Like, you got to fall in love with a library like this for it. Ooh, look, we got buttons too. Maybe we could use a button. We're not going to go crazy with the buttons. Let's see what. Oh, we could use a drop down menu, maybe even two. But I guess if we're going to use a drop down menu solution, what would have been the navigation? All right, I digress. All that stuff is cool. We're overwhelmed with choices, but we're still sticking to our plan. Our plan is to use JPanel menu. And all right, let's actually do it. So simple enough, I'm going to go to icons and let's see. Over here, I want to see the guy that I want to use, which was, I think it was I'm just going to find on the page menu somewhere. Brand icons, where the heck did it go? Oh, icon th list. This looks cool to me. So if I click on this guy, look, here we go. I just need to copy and paste this into my code, and we're all good. Now, the question is, should I keep this menu icon that I have here? Um, or this menu element, this H2 element, from a semantic standpoint, no. I'd say no. I mean, honestly, why am I using that element there, and I'm just using it for a trigger. I don't need to have the words menu there. It doesn't add anything semantically. So let me just straight up copy and paste this and see what we have. Haha, very cool. Pretty cool, but okay, what's the problem here? I removed the menu trigger class, so let me do this instead. I'll paste this here, and by removing the menu trigger class, I effectively make it not work anymore. So I'll just add a space, add the trigger, and now we should be back in business. Nice. You know, let me go back to my style. Let me add a little bit of margin over here just to sort of not get it all cramped up, right? In the body. Okay, now it has a little bit of breathing room. Just going back to the whole idea of making it larger, I would like this to be larger relative to what I'm working with over here. So let's go back to our options and let's see what we got. 4x. I wonder. 33. Let's see, large. It's going to be a 33% increase. Why not, right? Menu trigger icon large. That's cool. Do I dare go even slightly bigger? 3x. Yeah. Let me go second to last is large. Whoa. You know what? Why not? We could keep it. And maybe with that said, I could even bring this whole guy back just a few at this point. Kind of give it a little more symmetry, but hey, very cool. We just implemented a vector-based icon solution. We could have probably done this in a lot less time than it took me to blab you to death with all the details, but I kind of just wanted to fill you in on the options and why things work. Um, and what's even cooler is that we have now, as a result, potentially, arguably, overkill for our small implementation over here. But now we have this whole other set of awesome icons that we can use throughout our implementation at our disposal, and not to mention a whole bunch of functionality that we could add to them.